Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I would like to talk about the books that changed my life, or in other words, influenced my mindset and worldview. I believe that these books may have a huge impact on the lives of other people. That's why I want to share my short list of the top books with the hope that it may help somebody else. If this topic is interesting for you, then keep watching the video. To start off, I love reading and have always been reading a lot, but during my years at the university, it was mostly classic literature. And when I started my first full-time job, I mostly read the books about sales, communications, project management that I needed to skill up. And only not that long time ago, I discovered books on personal development, mindset, and financial education. Of course, I knew about this kind of literature before, but for some reason I wasn't interested in it, and I just started diving more into it. I'm sure by now somebody is already thinking, I don't have any time for reading, but I believe that if you really want to do something, you will find a way. And if you don't, then you will find excuses. That's why if you want to read something, you will find a way how you want to do it. Or if you want to read more, you also will find some time for that. Like a lot of books right now exist in audio versions that you can listen to when you are commuting, going for a walk, or doing some chores. Second, you can just create a habit of reading at least 10 minutes a day, and this way you can finish a few books per month. And third, if you limit the time that you spend on social media, I'm sure you will find 15 or even more minutes per day for reading. And now let's talk about the books that changed my life and that I'm recommending to everyone. The first book from the list is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I strongly believe that this book is a must-read for everyone. The sooner in life you read it and understand the principles that author is sharing, the better. This book was written some time ago, but I stumbled upon it only 5 years ago, and it changed my view on employment and made me reconsider what I'm doing in terms of finances and income. And if you watched my video about quitting my job and starting a business together with my husband, you know that this book helped me to make this decision, or was one of the reasons why I actually decided to do that. Robert Kiyosaki shares the story of his life and how having two dads influenced him. His real father is working as a school teacher, and his second father, who is actually the father of his best friend, is a businessman and trying to build up his business. That's why from an early age the author has 2 points of view on business, employment, taxes, pension and money. One opinion is from his real dad and an employee, and the other one is from his so-called dad, who is an entrepreneur. One of the main points of the Rich Dad Poor Dad book is that we are not actually taught financial literacy, and what we hear all the time when we are growing up is go to school, get good grades, get a degree, and then find a job in a big company because they are considered to be more secure. But in fact, it doesn't have to be like that. You can choose a different path in your life, educate yourself on finances, build up wealth and passive income. This way you wouldn't need to rely on your job and government payments or retirement plans. However, most people of course will not approve this life path as it differs from the traditional one. From this book I also learned about passive income and started actually thinking about the necessity of investing. To sum it up, I believe that this book gives a great basis, a great starting point for financial education, and makes you think about what you're doing right or wrong in terms of your work and finances. The second book that influenced my mindset a lot is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. It's one of the first self-development books that I read and that also became one of my favorites. It's really easy to read, and the author is doing a great job explaining complex concepts in simple and clear words. This book teaches how to start believing in yourself, how to create positive pictures of the future instead of focusing on something negative, and also how to make yourself believe that you're capable of achieving your goals and achieving success. One of the important thoughts that I took away from this book is that if you truly believe that you can achieve something, then your brain starts working for you. It starts looking for a solution, for a way to achieve the goal that you believe you can achieve. And if you don't believe in your success and the ability to achieve this goal, then your brain, that is actually quite lazy by nature, will not look for any solution because it knows that you already gave up. Another book that talks about believing in yourself and your success is the classic Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill also shares different strategies on how to start believing in yourself and create a burning desire to achieve your goal using NLP. This book is more complicated though, and I wouldn't recommend starting your self-development journey with it. It's better to read it a bit later when you already have some basis. And before we move to the next book on my list, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you like the content, and enable notifications to not miss out in the future. The next book on my list that is absolutely worth reading is The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And no, the author is not preaching that you have to get up at 5 in the morning in order to be successful. But he shares how you can create a morning routine that will provide you with energy and focus for the day ahead. I'm sure a lot of people watch the news or scroll through social media after they wake up, which of course doesn't provide them with positive emotions and creates a great start for the day. In The Miracle Morning, the author shares what you can do instead to feel happier and more productive during the whole day. I will not share what should be included in the morning routine according to the author's opinion, but to me it seems an awesome way to start my day. I started following his recommendations after I read this book, and I do like them. But to be honest, I'm not following them every day. Sometimes other things get in the way or I don't have really time for that. I cannot dedicate time for that. But if I start the morning the way that the author recommends in the book, it always feels great. So these were the main books that influenced my life in a big way. Share in the comments below if you have books like that. I will be glad to add more great books to my reading list. If this video was interesting, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and enable notifications, and see you in my other videos. Bye bye!